Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you're whenever you're listening to this. First of all, you notice I'm a lot cleaner and a lot better dressed than the last time I did one of these videos. We did get our water heater working again, which is a blessing. Start out by talking about one thing you need to know about me is I really enjoy classical music. And wow, my glasses are crooked. Sorry about that. My dad listened to an old classical radio station when I was a kid. Just loved to listen along with him, and I kind of picked up the love of classical music along with him. One of my most favorite pieces is Canon in D by Pachelbel. And if you're not familiar with this piece, it's done for a quartet, which means there are four separate pieces of music played along together by various instruments, and they kind of take turns being the star. And if you think I can't relate this to writing, boy, better guess again. Let's get going. As you'll notice, the music gets more complex as different elements are brought in, different instruments are brought in, and they bring their own special parts of the overall melody of the piece. Now, as you guys go forward this week writing your personality profiles, you're going to be doing something really similar to what you've just seen. You start out with the basics, which I call the blue notes in this example. That's the person that you're principally interviewing. Now, as you go to bring in other elements, you might talk with a friend of that person, you might talk with a mother, a father, a child of that person, a neighbor. You also might include your own observations of that person. Certainly you picked that person for a reason, and you have your own observations of how that person works. You might also consider, bringing in things that they've created, things that they've written, things they've made. Now, for example, if I were to be writing a personality profile of my wife, I would certainly include mention of the things she does in scouting. I might talk with one of her friends in scouting. I might also mention that she does a lot of things with arts and crafts. She loves quilting, and I might include a description of some of the pieces that she's made. I might talk to her sister, whom she's collaborating with on a quilting project for Christmas this year. The point of this exercise is to show that we're focusing on an individual for your personality profile, and they're going to be the basics. They're going to be the blue notes of the profile that you're writing. But as you talk with other people, as you include your own observations, you're going to get a more complex, a more melodic feel for this person. And so that's my challenge to you this week, is to find additional people, additional resources that you can use to expand your profile beyond just that one person into something greater. It might sound difficult, and I will admit that this is probably the most difficult assignment we do in this class, just because of the added effort and the added complexity that is necessary to make for a good personality profile. But all of you, to a person, are good enough writers. I know you can come up to this challenge, and I look forward to reading the things you come up with. Thanks.